In a jaw-dropping twist that shakes the foundations of French politics, former President Nicolas Sarkozy has been ordered to serve time in prison, marking the first time a modern French leader faces actual incarceration. This isn't just any scandal. It's a high-stakes drama involving international intrigue and questions of justice that could redefine how we view power and accountability. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a fair verdict, or is it payback for Sarkozy's bold foreign policy moves? Stick around as we dive into the details, and you might find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about political trials. On Thursday, a Paris court delivered a groundbreaking decision convicting the 70-year-old Sarkozy of criminal conspiracy for his alleged role in a scheme to illegally fund his 2007 presidential campaign using money from Libya. The sentence? A solid 5 years behind bars. What makes this ruling truly historic is that Sarkozy, the first ex-president of modern France to be handed such a penalty, will have to report to prison even as he plans to appeal. The court thoughtfully delayed setting the exact start date, avoiding the immediate spectacle of handcuffs in a courtroom full of onlookers. To break this down for those new to legal jargon, criminal conspiracy here means Sarkozy was found guilty of teaming up with others in a plot to secure illicit funds from Libya in exchange for potential diplomatic perks. The court cleared him on 3 other serious charges, including passive corruption, unlawful campaign funding, and hiding the misuse of public money. But the core accusation revolves around events from 2005 to 2007, when Sarkozy, then Interior Minister, allegedly leveraged his position to pave the way for this high-level corruption. Sarkozy, ever defiant, blasted the decision as an outrage. Standing beside his wife, the renowned singer and model Carla Bruni Sarkozy, he declared, "If they insist on putting me in prison, I'll go with my head held high. I'm innocent, and this is a blatant injustice." He appealed directly to the French public, urging everyone, supporters and critics alike, to recognize the depths of this hatred that knows no limits. It's a powerful moment that highlights the personal toll of such high-profile cases. The judges didn't mince words, labeling Sarkozy's actions as exceptionally grave, and warning that his efforts to drum up Libyan cash could erode public faith in democratic institutions. The aim of this conspiracy was to give you an unfair edge in the election, they stated bluntly. For beginners wondering about the mechanics, think of it like this. Even if the money didn't definitively flow into the campaign, the mere attempt to corrupt the system through foreign influence is enough under French law to constitute a crime. And this is the part most people miss. The court emphasized that proof of actual payment isn't always necessary for a conviction, focusing instead on the intent and actions that undermine trust. Sarkozy downplayed the scheme as nothing more than a fleeting idea, claiming he was being punished for merely allowing 2 aides, his former ministers Claude Guéant and Brice Hortefeux, to pursue it. Interestingly, the court convicted these close associates of the same conspiracy charge but acquitted them on other counts, showing a nuanced approach to accountability. During the lengthy verdict reading, the presiding judge detailed how Sarkozy permitted his team to contact Libyan officials in hopes of gaining financial backing. Yet, the court couldn't conclusively prove that Libyan funds actually bankrolled the campaign. This raises eyebrows. Is it fair to convict based on potential rather than proven transactions? It's a gray area in law that sparks debate. Some argue it protects democracy by nipping corruption in the bud, while others see it as punishing speculation. Sarkozy, who won the presidency in 2007 but lost re-election in 2012, vehemently denied any wrongdoing throughout a 3-month trial involving 11 co-defendants, including 3 ex-ministers. Despite a string of legal woes that have tarnished his legacy, he remains a key player in France's right-wing politics and even the entertainment world, thanks to his marriage to Bruni Sarkozy. The saga dates back to 2011, when Libyan media and the late dictator Muammar Gaddafi claimed their government had secretly pumped millions of euros into Sarkozy's campaign. A year later, investigative outlet Mediapart released what they believed was a Libyan intelligence memo outlining a €50 million deal. Sarkozy called it a fake and sued for defamation. In a surprising reversal, the court now deems it highly probable that the document was indeed forged, a twist that could fuel conspiracy theories about manipulated evidence. Investigators also scrutinized trips to Libya by Sarkozy's inner circle during his time as Interior Minister from 2005 to 2007, including his Chief of Staff. In 2016, businessman Ziad Taqiyuddin told Mediapart he had transported cash-filled suitcases from Tripoli to the French Interior Ministry. He later recanted, sparking a fresh probe into possible witness intimidation. Both Sarkozy and his wife face preliminary charges in that case, which hasn't reached trial yet. Tragically, Taqiyuddin, a co-defendant, passed away in Beirut on Tuesday at age 75. He had fled to Lebanon in 2020 and skipped the proceedings. Prosecutors painted Sarkozy as knowingly profiting from a corruption deal with Gaddafi's regime. Gaddafi, the long-ruling dictator, was ousted and killed in a 2011 uprising that ended his 40-year grip on Libya. The trial illuminated France's covert dealings with Libya in the 2000s, as Gaddafi sought to mend ties with the West after years of isolation as a rogue state. Sarkozy has consistently dismissed the claims as politically driven, backed by fabricated proof. He railed against a conspiracy orchestrated by frauds and criminals, including the Gaddafi family. He hinted that the charges were revenge for his push, as president, to remove Gaddafi. As one of the earliest Western leaders advocating military action in Libya during the 2011 Arab Spring uprisings, Sarkozy's stance was pivotal. "How can we trust statements dripping with revenge?" he questioned during the trial, challenging the credibility of the accusations. Adding to the pile, Sarkozy lost his prestigious Legion of Honor medal in June, following a separate conviction. Earlier, he was found guilty of corruption and influence peddling for attempting to bribe a judge in 2014 for insider info on a case against him. He served time under electronic monitoring for a year, with early release granted in May due to his age, allowing him to ditch the bracelet after just over 3 months. In yet another chapter, Sarkozy was convicted last year of overspending in his 2012 re-election campaign, exceeding legal limits by nearly double. He got a year in prison, half suspended. He's appealed to France's top court, the Court of Cassation, and that case is still pending. Now, here's the controversial angle that might divide opinions. Was Sarkozy a victim of a witch hunt, targeted for his foreign policy decisions, or did he cross ethical lines that demanded punishment? Some see this as a necessary check on power, ensuring leaders aren't above the law, while others argue it's selective justice, especially with the forged document revelation. What do you think? Is this verdict a triumph for accountability or a politically motivated takedown? Do you believe Sarkozy's claims of innocence, or does the pattern of convictions suggest a deeper issue? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss whether this sets a precedent for future leaders, or if it's just another chapter in France's turbulent political history.